All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. If you are not a part of this community already, please like, share, subscribe, join us. We do a lot of cool things like flipping properties, walking through nasty houses, and buying rentals. Here today, we are at a new acquisition. We just bought this property for $45,000. We're gonna put $60,000 into the rehab, and we're gonna sell this property for $200,000 on the market, if not more, fingers crossed. But this was a deal that I got from a wholesaler who hit me up off market and let me know that he has a property that was ready to go. So I just walked it with my GC, he just left, and right now I'm gonna walk it with you guys so you get a first-hand look at what we're doing to this property. It's in pretty bad shape. It's been neglected for some years, but those are the properties that we love on this channel and in the real estate community. So again, like, share, subscribe, join us, and let's go check it out. All right, guys, we walk and we drive by money each and every day. And what I mean by that is a house like this is literally untapped equity. It's money that you drive by on your way to work, on the way to drop your kids off at school, on the way to the bar, to the club, wherever you're going. We drive past properties that are neglected and need help so many times. And from the exterior, you can drive by this house and see that it needs a renovation. Just by looking at the grass, it's unkept. The leaves are all in the yard. Nobody's raked them up and put them away. You can look at these bushes, they're all just about dead. You can look at the gutters. You can see the moss growing on the gutters and how the gutters are overflowing with leaves themselves. The windows are unkept and just all this trash and debris on the outside of the property. So this is a telltale sign that this house needs a renovation. So let's go through. I'll show you guys on the exterior wise what it needs, and then we'll head inside. But so like I mentioned before, this awning, you can see all this moss that's on it right now. It's just dirty and disgusting looking. And then as you come through here, you can see the unkept grounds. They've got trash out front. Got a nice used tire right here. The siding could be painted, so we're gonna go ahead and paint the siding. The house has heat, but it doesn't have central air. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the window units and put a new HVAC system inside. And again, could use a nice power wash. Back here, this is actually, I think, one of the old boiler system. Looks like it. So that's obviously trashed. But back here is just unkept. Again, nobody's done any yard maintenance or anything to the property to make it be appealing. So just by driving by this house, you can tell that this house needs so much love and it's been neglected. What I love about this property is that this is actually a detached garage. So meaning that it's not actually connected to the property besides this little corner here, but it has a garage that we can use and put a motor on the door to make it accessible for a car. It also has a nice walkout basement. So as you'll see when we go inside, we can repurpose this basement, finish it off, add a bathroom, add a bedroom, and make this be somebody's personal entrance into their own room. So if you have a younger or an older student or older child in your house, or you have an in-law that you don't want to have them be upstairs in the main part of the property, you can make this be their entrance into their own oasis into your house. I love a walkout basement because you can do so much with that. It has so much potential. You can use it as an Airbnb, use it as a midterm rental. You can use it as, again, just another sleeping area for the house. But again, that's this property from the exterior. It needs a nice power wash. We're gonna go ahead and paint, remove the window units, put brand new windows throughout this property. It's probably gonna cost us about $5 grand to put new windows. And you can see it's on the cinder block foundation. So this is all pretty much in good tack. If you can see, the mortar is in good place. You don't have a whole bunch of cinder blocks that are falling apart besides these areas here, but these will all get fixed up with more cement and concrete. But for the most part, that's the exterior. Again, look at these nasty gutters. Just been neglected. Like there's actual plants growing out of the gutters. That's crazy. So that's the exterior. Let's go ahead and head inside. But just so you know, you drive by money every day. If you see a property that looks like this and it needs work, you should stop, pull over, take the address down, skip trace the address, figure out who the owner is, call them, and see if they want to sell. Let's go check out inside. All right, welcome into our living room. First thing you see is these walls up. We're gonna go ahead and knock all these walls down because in modern houses, nowadays, people like open living areas, which means they want to be able to walk through their house and ideally be able to see from one end of the property to the next, or as much of the property as they can. So on this general level, we're gonna go ahead and open up this wall here. This whole wall is gonna come down, It's not load bearing, and how I know that is because it goes with the joist in the ceiling. This wall though is load bearing. So it goes across the joist, meaning that this is holding up this part of the roof. So when we take this wall down, we're gonna have to put a load bearing beam across here to help support the roof or support the second floor. So all this will be opened up. We're gonna go ahead and open up this wall as well. Obviously that's our kitchen, but this is another dining room area that they had in this property. Some people actually like to keep the walls up. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove them all and just make this area as large as possible. If we come back here, we have a bathroom that's full. Obviously there's no electricity, so it doesn't work. But here there used to be a tub, a small tub in here. What we're gonna do is make this be a stand-up shower. I don't like to remove bathrooms in properties because bathrooms and kitchens is what sells properties and houses. So if you have a bathroom, try to repurpose it, try to leave it where it is, or at least reconfigure it so that it makes sense. And so since this is already plumbed to be a bathroom, we're just gonna update the plumbing throughout the property and go ahead and rebuild this bathroom to be brand new. There'll be a vanity right here, our toilet is here, and we'll have a nice stand-up shower along this area. We'll close part of this closet off so that this can now be one wall with our shower, and probably put a linen closet on this side. But we're gonna keep this bathroom as is and try to repurpose it and make it to its highest and best use. So if we come back into the living room, like I told you guys outside, we need all new windows throughout. These windows don't even open, so they won't pass inspection and they're not up to code. So we're gonna have to put new windows throughout. They'll probably be double paned vinyl windows, pretty standard, pretty modern. So that's our plan for in here. Obviously we're gonna go ahead and put new drywall up top and really make this place and this entire living room be completely open, so you can see from the front door all the way to the back area here by this bathroom. So that's our main living area. We're gonna check out the kitchen really quick. This kitchen is in pretty bad shape. Outside of the leaves that are sitting in the sink and the dirt that's sitting on the countertops, it's just in shambles. Another thing that I hate about these older houses is the drop ceiling. So drop ceiling is this tile that you see here. Got some stuff in my hair. That you see here. We're gonna go ahead and remove this and just lay drywall all throughout there so that we can have a higher ceiling, and just to give this area more height and make it seem a little bit bigger. This property does have gas, as you can tell from this line here. This is a gas line, which is awesome. People prefer gas over electricity because one main reason is that gas typically is cheaper as a utility than electricity. But then you also have people that like electricity because they get one bill and that's it. So I see both sides. But what we're gonna do here is, this is the door that we saw outside that needed to be power washed. We're gonna go ahead, close this door off. We're gonna close this door off and bring the cabinetry all the way along this wall here, wrap it along this wall here, put a nice fridge, put our stove back here with a range up top that'll vent outside the property. And then that's pretty much gonna be our kitchen. We're gonna go ahead and, again, open up this wall here. We can't touch this. This is the old chimney for the exhaust, but this is gonna be opened up and it'll be a fairly open kitchen. So that's pretty much our layout for the first main level. We're gonna try to bring a lot of light into this house by adding new windows, but obviously revitalizing the kitchen, adding volume to the bathrooms, because the kitchen and bathrooms is what sells your property. So let's go check out upstairs. All right, so we're upstairs, and this is the part of the house that's gonna get one of the biggest makeovers. We've got 2.5 bedrooms and 1 full bathroom up here. Now, as you'll see when we get into some of these rooms, there's an addition on the property that they added 2 new levels and made a patio that they enclosed to make this room actually have a kitchen, which is really weird. But right here, we'll start in this bathroom. This is all gonna change. This is no longer gonna be a bathroom. This is gonna be our main laundry area for the property, our main laundry area. So in this corner, we're gonna have a nice stackable washer and dryer unit. We'll have some shelving up here in this bathroom as well along this wall. A linen closet so you can put your bed sheets, your towels, your rags, whatever the case is. And then we're gonna end up using some of this space to be a new hallway. We're gonna frame a hallway to actually go into the back area of this room, where on the other side of this wall was the addition to the patio that I was talking about before. So that's this room. Let's go check out what we're gonna do in this bedroom here to connect both of those rooms. This room right here is gonna stay a bedroom itself. And this room back here is gonna be one of our new bedrooms. If you come in here, you'll see that this is actually a kitchen. So at some point, this house probably was a duplex and they used this to be the kitchen. Maybe that room was the living room, dining room. But this is just a really awkward layout and it doesn't really make sense. So what we're gonna do is drop these ceilings, raise the ceiling height, remove all this cabinetry, completely demo this entire room and this entire house. The whole house is getting demoed. So everything's coming out. But right here is gonna be a little hallway or a little walkway that's gonna bring us into this room. So we're gonna take down this wall. They're both load bearing, so there will be a beam up top, but we're gonna have a hallway that brings us into this room here, and the entrance to this bedroom is gonna be right here. This will be a new room. We're gonna bring this wall further this way about 3 feet to give that room a little bit more space and to make it be the same width as this room that we're currently standing in. So if you can imagine, now we have a mudroom on that back side, a bedroom here, and then another bedroom on the other side of this wall. To continue in this room, you can see all these 2x4s are just damaged. All this framing is complete trash. The windows are trashed. The roof is trashed. This has been probably like this for the last 15, 20 years, right? So all this is coming down. We're putting all new framing up, brand new windows, new plywood on the ceiling, on the roof, the whole nine. So all this is just completely bad and horrible, and we're gonna just make it brand new. Part of what we're gonna do in this room is close this door and make this closet be a part of that door. So on the other side of this wall is the closet for the room on the other side. So we're gonna close this door off where this closet is, open up the wall here to make that room be the master bedroom and have both closet spaces be a walk-in closet. And I'll show you guys when we get on that other side. But in this room, it's pretty standard. Cleaning everything out, dropping the ceiling, putting up new drywall, new framing throughout. And then what we're building in here is gonna be a closet that's gonna now come right here. So this closet's gone. This is now our main closet for this bedroom. And we're taking this closet from here, which is our linen closet. So we have the space, we've got the room to do so. And we're just gotta configure it a little bit differently to make sense for all 3 rooms now. So this will get closed. Linen closet's going into the laundry and dryer room, the washer and dryer room. Gonna build a closet right here for this bedroom, taking up this space. And then this bedroom in here is gonna be our master bedroom. And this room is now gonna have a larger closet. We're gonna open up this entire wall, right, and put sliding closet doors here because it'll have this closet space plus the closet space from the other side to now be the main closet for this bedroom. And here's the same thing, new windows, drywall, paint, new flush mount lighting up top, and the whole nine. If you guys check out down below, we got really lucky with these floors. These are natural hardwood floors. I love them in every property that I have them in because they add so much resale value to your property for a few reasons, right? It gives the property more character. People always like to have some sort of a natural element to their house, whether it be stone, whether it be a color texture or a color or a texture. For me, I love having hardwood floors because it just gives it that antique feel and they look so good when they're sanded and glossed over really nice. So we're keeping these floors, depending on the budget, right? We got to sand the first floor, this floor, stain them and re-gloss them. So hopefully it comes in budget, but if not, we'll just do LVP throughout and try to keep the color within the same natural oak finish. So if you come to this room here, this will now be our bathroom. It's the perfect size for a bathroom. It doesn't have to be too big, it doesn't have to be too huge, but our bathroom, we're not gonna have a stand-up or a tub, probably on this side, vanity and toilet. We might have to end up closing this window or raising it up just to make it fit a little bit better, but we're planning on making this be our brand new bathroom. A lot of this layout though is still up to change depending on what we have behind the walls, which is a big thing to know when you're flipping properties. Is you have no idea what you're gonna come in contact with until you start taking the walls down. So right now, this is our plan for upstairs, but things might change when we actually open up the walls and realize that the layout doesn't make sense, or that we really like the aesthetic or feel of something different than what we currently think in our mind by seeing it with the walls up. So that's just one thing that we're feeling right now, is that we wanna reconfigure the upstairs. We have a few ideas, but we'll get to a more concrete answer when we get to the full demo stage. So that's upstairs, guys. Obviously, we're gonna do a new roof on this property, new gutters, everything outside that we can't get through from this floor. But that's this main top floor right now. We're gonna check out the basement and show you guys what we're gonna do down there. All right, so we're in the basement. What I love about this basement is that it has 7-foot ceilings, meaning that it's legal, livable height. One thing we have to do with these windows to make this be a finished out basement is replace them so that they can actually have access to be opened up, and they have to be, one has to be an egress. As long as one window is an egress in one of our bedrooms, then it can be a legal bedroom. So right now, none of these windows are, but we do have the ceiling height, which we love. There's also a half bathroom in this basement as well, and I'll show you guys that right now. It's pretty nasty, so brace yourselves. I'll just let you peek in there real quick. So it's got a urinal and a toilet, which is interesting. So what we're gonna do in there is blow that wall out to the left, add a stand-up shower, remove the urinal, keep the vanity, keep the toilet, and make that be a full bathroom for us down here. So with that, again, if the buyer of this property has an in-law or a parent that they want to move into their property, they can house them down here. If they have a guest for the weekend or Airbnb guest, they can house them down here in the basement, and they have literally everything they need. They've got a bathroom, they've got windows to exit the property, they have a full walkout exit as well, but they also have, what we're gonna try to do is put a kitchenette down here, which is like a smaller version of a kitchen. We'll have a little stove, a little dishwasher, little fridge, a sink, and some cabinet space. So this can really be a basement apartment if you really wanted it to. As you can see, this is some ductwork. This house does have heating, but it does not have air conditioning. So there's no cooling air that runs through this property. So what we're gonna do is remove all of the ductwork, remove the main unit, and reroute it to one of the corners in the property alongside the water heater, so that these headlines are clear and that you can actually walk through the basement pretty peacefully. So let's keep walking through. I'll show you guys what's in the basement and let you guys know a few edits that we're gonna make, or a few upgrades that we're gonna make. So back here in this corner, we've got some storage space. Not much to see, but this is a pretty nasty fridge. And then back here, if you peek your head at some cobwebs, just some storage. So again, this wall is gonna get blown out. We're gonna raise the ceiling height as high as we can and put a stand-up shower down here. Remove all this storage and whatnot, and then we'll finish off the rest of this back area. So if we come this way, you'll see that this wall is pretty damaged. It's pretty bad. It's cracking, so we're gonna go ahead and patch where we can and where we need to. We're gonna reframe, we're gonna put dry lock, reframe, put drywall over top, and finish off these walls. Put some insulation behind there as well. Check this out. Any Barbie lovers out there? You find a whole bunch of cool stuff in these fix and flips, which is dope. A lot of weird stuff too. So back here looks like some tools and toxins and stuff. So back here we have the walkout. Showed you guys this from outside. This is where you could come into the property, enter into the basement suite, I'll call it, and pretty much have your own entrance and exit into the property. It looks like the water heater was here at some point. Could be a supply line. But yeah, we're gonna play with the layout down here. When my guys do demo in the next few days, I'm gonna come back to the property and really sit down and figure out how we want this house to be laid out, what the architecture needs to look like, what the design and layouts need to look like, and how exactly we want to add value to this property. Like we already mentioned, There currently is 2.5 bathrooms in this property. We want to go ahead and add another bathroom in the basement here. There's already 2 bedrooms upstairs. We want to add a full bedroom down here as well. So ideally, we're going to go ahead and transform this property from being a 2-bed, 2.5 bathroom house into being a 4-bedroom, 3 full bathroom house, which for resale does great things because people love bedrooms. They love being able to have livable space. And we're going to go ahead and update the kitchens and all the bathrooms to be top notch with modern finishes, because kitchens and bathrooms is what sells properties. So guys, that's this property. Again, I bought this house for $45,000. I'm putting $60,000 into the rehab, and I'm going to sell this property for at least $200,000 within the next 6 weeks. If you guys find any value from this content, leave a comment down below, leave a like, subscribe, follow us for more content. Most importantly, let's run the play and let's get it.